Four teams have battled through the opening round of the college football playoff, and now the pressure and the intensity continue to mount as we go to the quarterfinals, moving away from home sites and onto neutral fields. What's the bigger factor, the battle-tested team or the better-rested team? The kickoff, a little too hot to handle, goes through the end zone for a touchback. So the Coastal Carolina Chanticleers offense making their way on the field to open this game. And the reason why this is one of the games of the week is you got a receiving core that's just been lighting people up. So hard to stop collectively, but they're running into an elite defense that's filled with confidence too, Kirk.
Yeah, Chris, I'm going to turn it around a little bit and talk about, I think, the offensive line. We know what the receivers can do. Will the quarterback have enough time against this defense to be able to make the throws where he can try to expose the secondary? That's the real challenge. Can you protect the quarterback to give these receivers a chance to make plays?
One play already to the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. With the RPO caught to the right. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
I think it's important to kind of let your quarterback get into a rhythm early in the game. Sure, you'd love to see the big gains, but plays like this allow the quarterback to get settled into the game, find his rhythm, and then he can make the bigger plays later on.
That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
They make the stop just short of the marker. It's getting fourth down and inches. So on their first possession of the game, the offense stays on the field, and they'll go for it. Gibby keeps it himself. There's the tackle, but first down yardage.
That's where you tip your cap to the offensive line. Fourth down in inches, simple call, quarterback sneak, but a nice surge there up front by the big boys to give the quarterback plenty of room to pick up that first.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Looking for his big tight end. Deflected by the defense and incomplete.
Chris, anytime a receiver runs around, he's looking to create separation for the quarterback to give him a nice target. That's always what you're going to see anytime you have a successful route. What we just saw here, complete opposite. They're lucky that ball was just knocked away.
A big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. The Chanticleers have 1st and 10 here. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Catch made on the out route. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
But it's another completion by this quarterback. Another great gain in a first down and already over 30 yards.
Touchdown, Coastal, as they claim the lead here in this playoff game. We come out in the playoff game, Kirk. No signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate, and they actually just the rhythm to the offense, but they did not hesitate. They set the tone early, and now they got themselves a lead.
Well, they thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and will bring the football to the 25-yard line. So Miami's offense out there for their first possession. Let's check out the impact players in this game for guys that are going to have to step up and deliver. The teammates look to them. Coaches are counting on them today.
Chris, I think these are the guys that show the most consistency, and I think that's why we're showcasing them. They're going to have to be able to step up and not only make plays, I think provide the leadership. Coaches told us all week that these are the guys that really are unique within this program, and hopefully they play well today.
A completion makes it 2nd and short. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down. See if the offense can move the chains off that incompletion. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. And that is a first down gain. Moves the ball to the 40. A new set of downs after that completion. play fake, looking to throw on first down. Makes a quick catch.
Well, you can tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that end route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. Getting set. Here's second down. They're going to run it. The Hurricanes turn out another first down.
Just what a great battle here at the line of scrimmage. Good push by the offensive line, and the back does enough to be able to pick up the first down.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Going absolutely nowhere. That would be a loss on the play.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more.
Football comes out. Defense makes the recovery and turnover.
Oh, my gosh, Chris. You can almost feel a collective sigh of relief.
Hold on here a second. The replay booth has signaled they want to take another look at this one. So after taking a closer look, the officials will overturn that previous ruling. So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. Breaks a tackle in the clear now. They get the third down conversion. First down now from the 37.
Great job here by this defense. Yeah, they gave up some yards, but I'll tell you, these option pitches can leave you guessing at times and be out of position. Great job of rallying to the football here and not allowing them to reach the marker, and this defense gets off the field.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? An inside give now from the shotgun. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss. And they don't block the defensive end. It shows some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well. Well, obviously, you're going to throw the football on third down, and they complete that pass and lose yardage to set up this big fourth down.
And he's got it from 55 yards away and never in doubt.
Boy, this guy has such a strong leg. No problem. Up into the net from 50-plus.
So no return on this one. Ball just bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Coastal Carolina offense back out on the field now. The last drive, the passing game, very effective. Moved them right down the field. And the defense make adjustments. It's a toss play to the right. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Chris, a great job here by this defense. They're trying to bounce this to the outside, take advantage of his speed in the backfield, with no chance at all. The defensive speed, building a diagnosed play, blows it up.
Looking for the wideout. And he cannot make the catch over the middle on the crossing route. He's going to bring up third down.
It was there, Chris. It was the right call. It was good execution. He just dropped it. That receiver's got to do a better job of finishing the play.
Fires it to the wideout. He makes the grab. They bring it down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39. And the Ncaa26 will have first and 10 here. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Schultz. Brought down, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 49.
Great patience here, great execution by the entire offense. The quarterback kind of baits the defense towards him, drops it off to the back, and he's got a convoy in front of him for a nice first down.
Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, in which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
He stopped just short of that first down marker, inches away from it. Come up on third down. Solid drive. Defense trying to get off the field here. Off an RPO, the quarterback looks to his right. Now here he goes. Touchdown, Coastal Carolina. This quarterback on fire today. Now here comes the point after attempt. That's the kind of execution that's built on the practice field. A very precise pitch and catch for a touchdown.
Yeah, when we were out of practice, one thing that really stood out to me about this receiver was his ability to separate with his route running ability. You can see that right there on game day and how that shows up for a touchdown.
And the first play of the drive now from the 25. First down, looking to throw the football. It's a wide receiver screen. Nowhere to run. No corralling for no gain.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Brought down, but broke a tackle to produce a solid gain there.
Boy, a great slant by the receiver. What I love is the quarterback found the window that he wanted to make the accurate throw.
Got to pick up the third and short through the air. Catch hauled in here over the middle. The Canes pick up enough yardage to get a first down. A new set of downs after that completion. Delivers complete to the right side. Tackle after a solid gain. It's enough for a first down, and that should wrap up the first quarter of play. We'll see if this game gets out of hand before halftime. The crucial second quarter beginning right now. So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. They test the middle there, but get nothing.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Looking to pass here on second down. Quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. They bring him down to the 27. This offense really threatening now.
That's an excellent throw by the quarterback, finding that window between the zones and delivering the ball on time.
It's caught. Nice pitch and catch. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
Tackled after the catch, but the ball moves to the 4-yard line.
How about the arm strength from this quarterback? He really didn't have any other option than to put it right in there and give it everything that he had. Great timing and a good job of squeezing that in between the defenders.
So here we go, third down in the red zone, the kind of play that decides football games. Play action fake, looking to throw. And it's picked off in the end zone. He's brought down quickly, but that takeaway is a huge play for this defense.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least, a field goal. They got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
Catch made, but the defense gobbles him up for just a short gain. Second down after that run on the previous play. Looking to throw here. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. They stop him at the 45, but that's good for a first down.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, to get the ball in his hands, you do it.
The offense is clicking, and the defense just searching for answers now. And the quarterback keeps it here. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Oh, gosh, he give this defense all the credit in the world. They had their eyes in the right position, playing assignment football. Quarterback just looking for daylight. Couldn't find anywhere to go there on the keeper on the option. Again, that's great assignment football by the defense.
And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the marker. They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. It's an out route, the catch made. They make the stop, but a big play moves the ball to the red zone. The Ncaa26 are moving quickly down the field.
And you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours.
Touchdown, Ncaa26. Connection there for 6 points. So the offense clicking after building the lead, and this one could get out of hand.
Well, it's just complete domination. The offense is executing and doing their job, putting points on the board. The defense has shown up, prepared, ready to play. It just feels like this game's getting sideways in a hurry.
And they'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Miami offense is back on the field. The last possession ended in a dreaded red zone interception. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly error. Pass is going to be incomplete. He was really lucky to avoid the pick there. So 2nd and 10 from the 25. Important to get something here to avoid that tough 3rd and long situation. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. That pass is hauled in over the middle. Breaks one tackle, gets brought down, but picks up some decent yardage. Offense gets set up here. It's 3rd down.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Canes will bring their punt team onto the field. The fair catch made at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Coastal Carolina offense back on the field. The last possession was a passing game clinic. They moved it right down for a touchdown. Can they keep it going? They'll change the pre-snap look now. Breaks free. Passes the 40. Oh, and he hits out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
That's a football play right there, Chris. This one takes me back a little bit. Toss sweep to the right. Get the ball into your back's hands. Get a lot of people out in front. Control the line of scrimmage. How about the wide receivers? They're doing a nice job blocking downfield. Almost felt like half the offense was out in front of him, giving him a chance to pick up some big yards.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Looking for his big tight end. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact. No flag. Brings up 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Running out of time in the pocket. Breaks into open space.
This is just a great job of understanding situational awareness by this quarterback. Nobody's open downfield, so instead, he decides to buy a little bit of time by scrambling, gets out of the pocket, and he gets to this.
He's looking deep here. Hauls it in outside the 10 and still running. Tackle finally made down at the 13-yard line.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big game.
Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. The catch made on the right side. Brought down, but the completion moves the ball to the 6. Defense getting pushed back. And here's that wrinkle. The Wildcat formation, extra blocker in the game. Let's see what they call. They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a 1st and goal.
Well, good push up front here in this back. I tell you, he's got some outstanding vision to be able to find those creases to be able to get positive yards, and here he gets the first down.
The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. They come to the line in the Wildcat formation. Defense got to be on alert here. And it's a direct snap. Nowhere to run up the middle. Defense spends their second timeout to try to regroup.
What a job by this defense. They would simply not relent. Incredible effort.
The defense bringing out some big bodies to stop the run. And they're trying to punch it in here. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Coastal.
Boy, Chris, how about the blocking on this touchdown run? The effort and execution combined with the vision of the running back, everything just working in concert together.
Extra point is good, and they're in front now, 28-3. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Here's a screen pass to the running back. Good job of the defense to fight through the blocks on that screen. He's short of the first down marker. And the Canes hustle to the line to run the hurry up. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Caught by the receiver. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there. 1st down and 10. From the gun, he looks for an open man. And that pass is incomplete. No idea who he's trying to throw it to. So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. He pulls in the catch.
Of course, one of the things I love about this running back, it's not just this defense trying to defend him running the football. As you can see here early in this game, trying to get him involved in the passing game. Great call.
Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a 4th down. The Hurricanes will bring their punt team onto the field. And he comes for his 2nd punt of the game. And here's the fair catch by the return man. So here we go. The first play of the drive. Less than a minute to play before halftime. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Looking right. This one caught. Tackle made out of the 24-yard line. Nice play. 1st and 10 now for the offense. From the shotgun, drops back. He's running out of time here. Oh, he makes the catch. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35. Great start to the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Schultz. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the 1st down marker. That completion makes it 2nd and medium. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Caught near the sticks. It's Schultz. Offense stops the clock with their 2nd timeout to talk strategy.
You know what's happening here right now is this quarterback is just taking what the defense is giving him. Not forcing anything downfield. Finding ways to be able to continue to move the ball down the field. Another example. Nice job here picking up the 1st down.
The senior calls his own number. Picks up the 1st down. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. Just time enough for 1 more play in the half. He escapes the pocket. Gets rid of it on the move. And the completion made. Then he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage. So with only a few seconds left in the half, the field goal unit comes out of the field.
Another great play by this receiver. And I tell you, the offense coordinator is doing a nice job of moving him around. The defense knew coming into this game how tough he'd be to stop, but the way they're utilizing him is making it very challenging to be able to create the matchups that the defense wants.
So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And the Hurricanes offense retakes the field. It's a steep mountain to climb here in the 2nd half. They need to get going, cut into this deficit right here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. They lose 3 in that play, so now it's 2nd down and 13. Important play coming up. Dump off caught by the running back. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Boy, they're just fundamentally sound, right where you want to be after the completion. Nowhere to go after that catch.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up 4th down now. The Hurricanes bring their punt team onto the field. And the returner decides to signal fair catch. Coastal Carolina offense back out on the field now. And there's the handoff. He's got the first and still going. They stop out at the 42. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield. This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. Sticking with the running game. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards. Sets up a nice 2nd and 2. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. It makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. 2nd down play coming up. Toss play to the running back going left. Defense not fooled on the toss play. They've got him behind the line of scrimmage. So this defense finally makes a play. That's one of the few negative plays for this offense today.
Yeah, you said it, Chris. They don't have the easiest road to climb back in this one, but little plays like that can be points of positivity of what coaches will likely focus on as they move forward.
And the Chanticleers will line up on 1st and 10. And he drops back in the gun. That's reeled in. It's Schultz. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
The Chanticleers looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Fights through the tackle. And he'll get the 1st down yards before they finally bring him down. The defense backed up against their own end zone. Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing. It's a 2nd and goal play for the offense. And so it's Coastal Carolina with the lead here, Kurt. In these playoff games, we certainly hope for a much more competitive battle, a shot at the national championship on the line. It has not been the case here so far. We've had the break to talk about it. Now we begin the quarter. The offense set up 2nd and goal. Tailback tests the middle of the defense. They'll try to run inside, but nowhere to go. After this long drive, you'd hate to settle for a field goal. Can they find the end zone? On 3rd and goal, they'll try to run it in. And he'll be brought down.
Tell you what, for a tired defense that's been out on that field for a long time on this drive, what a stop there on 3rd and goal. It brings us to 4th and goal. And as a head coach on the offensive side, you put together...
No stopping him on that run. Touchdown, Coastal Carolina.
Well, they just continue to... Takes the ball and heads to the left.
Breaks an open space.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear a defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Handoff here from the shotgun. They bring him down, but a solid run there by the sophomore.
Well, depending on the temperament of the head coach, he's either turning to the bench and screaming, where in the heck was that all game? Or maybe he's just kind of keeping that to himself, thinking, all right, maybe this is something to build on. Maybe something positive can come out of this. You're going to have some bad games from time to time. We'll see how he gets his team ready in the future. That right there, that's what they've been looking for all game.
Drive stays alive with that completion for a first down. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. First down, looking for more now. They finally bring him down, but the offense set up now. First down from the 15. Three guys up front lined up. It's first down. Looking to throw it from the red zone. The receiver makes the catch. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. And it's incomplete. Targeting a man right near the goal line.
Well, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason.
He cannot escape. It's a sack.
Good pressure here by this defense, but it felt like the quarterback held on to the ball a little bit too long to come up with that sack for the D.
Knocks that one right down the middle. Hold on now, there is a flag on the field. If it's on the defense, still wouldn't be a first down. The kicker's got to be... Offense on the move now as that penalty gives them a fresh set of downs. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Breaks free. As the first down is still going. They get him down, but not before he reaches the 39.
I mean, it seems like every time this guy touches the ball, it's another big gain. This poor defense, it's just not been their day at all. What a dominant performance by this offense on the other hand.
Minimal gain brought down short of the marker. It's the 2-minute timeout as the offense tries to put the finishing touches here on a lopsided victory. Second down after that previous play. 2 clock with the running game. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Well, no surprise here. They're already 2 for 2 on fourth down. Try to make it 3 for 3 here. And the quarterback dropping back. Finds his target. He'll go down, but he does have first down yardage.
That's why you practice and work on these routes. When you get to a fourth down, you trust the receiver to run not only a good route, but know exactly where he needs to go to be able to get the distance for that first down.
They get him down, but that first down should be enough to secure the win. They survive and advance to the next round of the playoff. From inside the red zone, they're looking to throw. Intercepted in the end zone. And he goes down, and that's how we will end it.